Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the 38th installment of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Best Deck series. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck based around the two cards Citadel Whale and Sea Stealth Attack. So just before the video starts guys, I'd just like to mention that if you haven't spent gems on the latest box and you've been saving up gems for ages, do it. This box is by far the best box released in ages. It comes with 3 separate deck archetypes and all 3 of them are strong and powerful in the current PvP meta. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so the best character for this deck is Mako with the skill Mythic Depths. This allows you to start the game with the field spell Ummi activated. So the reason this skill is the best for the deck is not really because of the card's effect itself, which is increase the attack and defense of all fish, sea serpent, thunder and aqua type monsters by 200, decrease the attack and defense of all machine and pyro type monsters by 200. That effect is like a kind of little bonus. It's good for the deck, but it's not really why it's there. The main reason we'll talk about later when it's to do with Sea Stealth Attack and how its effect only works when you've got an Ummi on the board. Alrighty, now I'll go through the deck list. This deck contains 2 Legendary Fisherman, 1 Abyss Soldier, 3 Citadel Whale, 3 Warrior of Atlantis, 3 Hammerhead Shark, 3 Fishborg Planter, 1 a Legendary Ocean, 3 Sea Stealth Attack, and 1 Windstorm of Etaqua. So honestly, I don't think this deck needs the Windstorm of Etaqua that badly, I just prefer having one in there. You could just replace the Windstorm of Etaqua with another Abyss Soldier if you have one. I probably would have if I had another one, but I only have one of them currently. And as for other cards you can replace in the deck, if you only have a couple of Warrior of Atlantis like I do, as shown in the picture on the screen, you can replace one of them with a Legendary Ocean, as basically all the Warrior of Atlantis does is search for that card anyway. It's only really better to have 3 of them and 1 a Legendary Ocean, because if you have a Legendary Ocean already in your hand, already on the board, you kind of just want to draw the water monster instead, as opposed to just drawing another Legendary Ocean, which would be completely useless. Alrighty, now I'm going to talk about how the deck works and the strategy behind it. So the deck strategy is pretty simple to get your head around. Basically the entire deck revolves around Sea Stealth Attack. So what Sea Stealth Attack does is, as long as you control an Ummi on the board, it has 2 effects. The first, you can banish 1 water monster that you control. No face-up spell or trap cards can be destroyed this turn, so basically that's just used to either defend your Sea Stealth Attack and your Ummi, or it can be used to defend your monster. If they activate a card that can destroy it, you can just banish your card and it will return during the end phase. So yeah, to probably make that a bit more clear, the card that it banishes, it will return during the end phase. So if you make a bad attack and your opponent activates a trap card to counter you, you can just banish your monster. The secondary effect of the card is the more used card, the primary effect of the card. Any level 5 or higher water monster you control, if it battles an opponent's monster, that monster will be destroyed. And probably the most important thing to note about it is it is destroyed before the damage step. So this is a really powerful effect, as it is considered non-target removal. So this can, for example, destroy hazy decks, as you can just swing at your opponent's hazy monster and it will destroy it because it's not a target effect. So if you want to see this deck in action, just check out the gameplays at the end of this video, which will showcase this card's effect and how it works in more depth, or if you don't understand exactly what I'm saying. For now I'm just going to go through each of the cards in the deck and tell you what each of them do and why they're in there. But if you just want to skip over that and go straight to the gameplay at the end, please feel free to do that, as I'm not really going to explain any more about how Sea Stealth Attack works. So first I'll go through the 2 extras in the deck. So the 2 extras I have in this deck are Abyss Soldier and Windstorm of Etaqua. Basically, Windstorm of Etaqua is in the deck because I only own 1 Abyss Soldier, but it's the close second. What Windstorm of Etaqua does is, basically it just stops your opponent being able to destroy monsters in desperate situations. So what I mean by that is, you can activate it to delay 1 turn if you don't have enough cards to get out your combo pieces yet, so you just need to draw another card, or it can be used to protect your Legendary Fisherman or your Citadel Whale, if for some reason your Sea Stealth Attack is unable to. Because quite a lot of time with the deck, if they aren't able to kill your Citadel Whale or your Legendary Fisherman, they'll only be able to do it once. So if you can protect it for that 1 turn, then from then onwards you'll probably just win the game. The other card, Abyss Soldier, what it does is, I think it's probably one of the most powerful cards by itself in the set, as basically what Abyss Soldier does is it allows you to discard 1 water monster from your hand, to target one card your opponent controls and return it to their hand. So this effect by itself is really powerful, as it can be used to just get rid of your opponent's backline, or it can be used to get rid of your opponent's really powerful monsters. But it can also be used just to discard a Citadel Whale to the graveyard or a Fishborg Planter, which like being in the graveyard, so that synergizes with the deck in that way. Alrighty, now this deck has two main combos. The two main combos are Warrior of Atlantis to search for a Legendary Ocean, which what a Legendary Ocean does is it gives the same buff that a normal Ummi card does, and its name is treated as Ummi, but it also has the added effect of any water monster you have has its level lowered by 1. So this allows you to be able to summon a Legendary Fisherman II for no tribute cost, as it will become a level 4 monster. So what does Legendary Fisherman do? Basically, it's the most important part about the card is its original level will be level 5, so it gets all of the Sea Stealth attack benefits if you have Sea Stealth attack on the board. But it also has the added bonus of if it is destroyed, it can then grab a Citadel Whale from your deck, as it grabs one water monster that's level 7 from your deck. And it also has the added bonus of it is not affected by monster card effects. So the Legendary Fisherman alone can win you the game, but it's not the primary win condition. The main win condition is Citadel Whale, so the rest of the deck is built around trying to get Citadel Whale out. Citadel Whale has a bonus effect on it, where if you have 2 water monsters on the board, you can use both of them as tribute to special summon Citadel Whale from your hand or graveyard. So if you special summon it this way, you can set one Sea Stealth attack card directly from your deck. So basically, if you can get Citadel Whale out, you can get your main defense card out with your Citadel Whale instantly and have nearly perfect board control. As what the other effect of Citadel Whale is, once per turn, you can negate the effect of one card that targets one water monster you control and destroy it. So now your monster is safe from card effects, and it's safe from battle due to Sea Stealth attack and Citadel Whale's effect, so it's nearly the perfect combo. So the way this deck is built to try and get the Citadel Whale out is it has 3 Hammerhead Sharks and 3 Fishborg Planters. What Fishborg Planter does is, if it is in the graveyard, you can activate its effect, which removes the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and if it is a water monster, you can summon your Fishborg Planter from the graveyard. So honestly, if you have a Fishborg Planter in your graveyard, you activate its effect and it's successful and it's summoned to the board, you only have to summon one other monster and you can get your Citadel Whale out. The other card is Hammerhead Shark, which allows you to summon any level 3 or lower monster from your hand by lowering the level of Hammerhead Shark. So you summon Hammerhead Shark, activate its effect, special summon a Fishborg Planter as it's lower than level 3 to the board, and there's the 2 monsters required to get your Citadel Whale out. Right guys, so that's pretty much the deck. I highly recommend you just watch the gameplay at the end, as I haven't really explained very well how Citadel Whale, like how this deck really works and how it is such a solid defense. It's like a wall trying to get through it. But in the gameplay, I'll just show off the deck in action. Mostly it's just gameplays of me stomping ancient gear decks, as that was all that was being played for ages. But anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested in watching live streams, I've started to do a lot more live streams lately, so check them out if you can. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you in the next one.